Welcome to Fearless and Focused. I'm Brooke.
And I'm Casey.
And we're here to share bold stories, real talk,
and strategies to help you push past fear and level up.
Let's get fearless and focused.
We would love to start bringing in some tools and resources because we know this is such a hot topic. So that's our whole goal with Fearless and Focused, is to bring you some tools and resources to help you when you're at that point. It's like, yes, I do want to grow and grow faster and stronger. So how do I do that, Brooke and Casey? So we're here to deliver all the things. So we're going to talk about sourcing. Everybody is usually using Indeed and ZipRecruiter, but most small business owners aren't leveraging their network, and referrals are still gold.
Yes. I mean, they truly are. I mean, one of my, for an example, one of my top producers, is from another top producer. So ask your team, if you have a team member that is like crushing it. A lot of people, birds of a feather flock together, right? So they may have friends or know of other people in that same caliber that they talk to, and maybe they're unhappy where they are. They're looking for another opportunity. So, I hired one of my best people from another, one of my agents at my office. But don't sleep on Facebook. Facebook groups are great. LinkedIn groups are great. There's a lot of private groups out there that you can join. And there are people out there, and you can just, post what you're looking for, be very intentional, exactly, looking for this type, sales or service, looking for these type of values, core values, things like that. Here's what the pay is, DM me or send your resume here. I've gotten tons of applicants that way.
Yeah, absolutely. And also like thinking about your COIs or like your daily habits that you do each day. So one of my best team members, he started just by answering phones, but then I leveled him up until, he was a sales agent. But he was just the bank teller. So every day we'd go to make daily deposits for the agency. He was always the smiling one there. And we had a conversation one day, and one thing led to another. And I hired him very first for my first agency, and he lasted until I sold. So kind of think about too, those, those daily routines, who are you connecting with daily, and COIs. And there's usually always like at least some good relationships that you can tap into there also. So we are excited this week because we're actually going to be interviewing a recruiter. So if you've been curious about working with a recruiter, this is our little teaser to make sure that you stay tuned for part 2 when we drop this, which we'll have details out, because it's all going to be about plugging into this recruiter and her mindset and who she looks for and why, and then taking you through that whole process.
Yes, absolutely. I can't wait. That's been a big thing for me because, talked about, you want to hire fast. You want to hire fast, but not in a hurry. Okay. So there's a difference in the two. You want to hire smart. And I don't have a ton of time to sit and go through, right? So depending on where you are in your journey of, entrepreneurship, whether you have the time to commit to that or not, I would rather pay and buy back some of my time to have a recruiter do that for me. But there are a lot of really good ways that you can use and be fast in today's market of having new people come on board through Indeed and setting expectations and personality assessments that will help you, things like that.
Thanks for tuning in to Fearless and Focused. Remember, success is not about being perfect. It's about showing up, staying bold, and taking action.
If you love this episode, don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could use a little inspiration.
Keep chasing your dreams, staying fearless, and keeping your focus strong.
Until the next time, stay
fearless and focused.